And happy Wednesday, my peeps. So, Anthony Dahl asked the question. It's the Battle of the Earth Movers today. Asked if Toph from Avatar Last Bender, asked who would win, Toph from Avatar Last Airbender, Toph Bei Fong for a full name, or Terra from the DC Universe. Yeah, okay. I'll ignore that for right now. And now Toph, now going off these two, they're both Earth movers, but both Earth movers in a different way. Toph was born blind, but learned from badger moles, in her universe, the creators of earthbending. Because of that, she does not earthbend the same way as normal people do. Earthbending, I believe, is based off of firebending is based off Shaolin Kung Fu. Airbending is Bagua. Waterbending was Tai Chi. I can't remember what normal earthbending was based off of. But normal earthbending is a very rigid, very strong stance. But Toph's earthbending, because it's the extension of herself, she developed it differently. She's self-taught. Hers is developed off of, I believe, the southern praying mantis style. So you'll often see her do like wrist movements, like foo, 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 like that, like a praying mantis. Toph's one of the best characters on the entire show. By the way, we're using their teenage version, so no later than the end of the Avatar: The Last Airbender TV show, and how we've seen Terra in the the comics and cartoon. Because that just wouldn't be fair to have old woman Toph against, because old woman Toph, I'll tell you right now, would beat the ever-loving crap out of Terra. So we need to limit her a little bit here. Even though we never saw the full extent of her abilities. It's clear that she was far superior to her. Despite the fact she wasn't as youthful and didn't have the body of a young girl or a younger form, she was far more powerful than she was back in the day. Anywho, but anyway, Toph is capable of manipulating Earth in any way you can think of. She's fast, precise. She can sense Earth while it's in the air. She can detect Earth even when it's not in the air, which I think is a weird thing, but she can do that apparently. She's capable of creating rock armor, massive sculptures, fling rocks, barriers, and basically anything you can think of she can do with Earth, she can do it. She is also capable of metal bending, which she was the first one to invent it. Now she can't bend pure metals like platinum or things along those lines, but she can, like gold, that's got trace elements in it, silver, trace elements, anything with trace elements of actual rock and Earth she can use, and she can manipulate metal just as well as she can manipulate Earth. She can wear it as armor and continue to manipulate it. She can crunch metal, uncrunch it, fire metal, so things just do. I like in the invasion arc, when they're invading the Fire Nation, there's a metal door and she goes boom, 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 boom. It's like, I am so happy we added you to the group. It was a great time. I love Avatar Last Night. I love that shit. I need to actually pick up that series. I saw some of Korra. Korra was fine. Just not the same. But she's not that way. She can't detect things in the if it's not Earth, she actually can't detect it in the air. And she can't think. She's no good against aerial attacks that have no Earth involved with them. Also, she's no good on sand. I mean, she perfected a sand bending, but it doesn't mean she can't see on sand very well. She can hard it into this actual surface and stand on it and have a better idea. But because sand is so coarse and constantly moving, it's very fuzzy for her to make things out. But Toph also has, because people in the Avatar universe are far longer lived than normal people. It's like Lord of the Rings kind of. Even a normal human lives longer than average humans do, which is weird because you think of the environment. The point being is that she's got decades worth of combat experience. Even if you take out you can't factor that in if we're using the young Toph. Still though, she has lived through plenty of battle and combat just in the span. I think it was a year when they met her and all that. So literally just in a year's time. She went through more combat than most individuals in their entire life. So Toph is no joke. Toph is extremely versed in combat. And Toph's also not against getting her own hands dirty and punching someone or actually fighting them. Terra is a geokinetic, I believe is the term. She is an earth mover. She is an earth manipulator. She also has some hand-to-hand experience, but primarily she is an earth mover. She can fly, just uses standing on stone and moving it, and she has no problem manipulating Earth constantly, throwing it, creating constructs, earthquakes, tremors, you name it. She can pretty much do it. But as far as I know, she can't manipulate metal, so that's something Toph can do over her that she can't do over Toph. As far as I know, I tried looking into it. As far as I can tell, there's no reference for her actually manipulating metal. So I mean, if you know different, cool. Let me know, and I'll admit I'm wrong on this. She also has training with several individuals, Slade, the Titans. So she's been trained and quite a bit in combat against different opponents. But I don't know if she ever had to go up against someone who's on a similar plane of her own skill set. If someone can manipulate Earth just as well, if not close to or better than she can. So it's going to be an interesting fight. There's not much else to say about Terra. That's what Terra can do. So let's say, how does this fight break down? Let's say, because DC can open dimensionals, the Flash is a perfect example. It's like, let's say a Flashpoint type of thing happens, and Terra winds up in the Avatar universe. Did they ever say what their world is actually called? It's earthbending, so they're on Earth, but do they call it like Earth something or other? I don't know. And Terra's just like, Terra's looked at as an earthbender, and Toph's like, hey, Twinkle Toes. And it's like, wait a minute, there's someone coming, but she's floating on Earth. And then, they talk, and some mishap happens, and they have to fight her. Now, Terra's immediately on the offensive, just throwing Earth around. However, Toph immediately is just like, boom, doom, 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 and just kind of stops, boom, boom, so knocks him away, and then just crushes one of the grades. It's like, yeah, try this, and then just fire, because she can sense the Earth that Terra is on, so Terra can't hide from Toph while she's on her Earth. So now she's firing off Dune. But let's say this takes place at the Western Air Temple where they were in season 3. So now she's firing off like shards of like stalactites, kind of just ju. Terra's now just whoa. She's stopping the Earth. So it's back and forth with the Earth. Toph's now just bringing down, or suddenly pulling her large rock she's floating onto her. It's like she's kind of stopping it, but then Toph swings in with a giant fist of Earth. Terra tries blocking it, but there's too much of it, so she just gets flown off, and she catches herself in the air. Just now she comes in, just and then fires more like a giant Earth fist at herself. Now it's clash of Earth fists, just do. Toph's now running in, summons some metal, because there's got to be metal there somewhere, like from one of the doors or something like that. So summons metal, wraps herself in a metal armor, and then just comes in and starts swinging the metal at her. Now, as far as I know, Terra can't manipulate metal, so now she's avoiding it. Maybe she gets nicked, just like, and then she brings the Earth up, just boom, blocking the metal in the Earth. Toph senses this and just pushes the metal through. Terra luckily can probably sense that too. Be like, whoa! It's like, and then she comes on the ground. She crashes on the ground, creates like a tremor, like a shockwave, almost earthquake-like effect. Toph is now shaking, and the vibrations are messing Toph's groove up. Granted, she's still in her metal armor, but she's having trouble because of the vibrations. Terra capitalizes on this, can tell she's stunned, and just brings up the Earth like two giant slides and just boom, smacks her, just boom, like that, just crushed her. Now at first she can't sense her, and she's like, and now she's ground. She kind of focuses on Aang and the other gang, and they're ready to fight. All of a sudden, she hears cracks, and then she realizes she just got skewered by a large thing of metal that's just sticking out through her. And then another one goes through, like, and then Toph just boom gets out of there, and it just starts basically pin cushioning her with metal spikes from her suit, just and then you just get Terra there. Grant, I don't. If you were actually in the Avatar canon, Toph probably wouldn't kill Terra unless she absolutely had to. But let's just for this say that so and then just skewers, and then Terra's dead. Terra drops dead, and toss her body off the cliff, whatever. Or if you want to go with the non-lethal route, Toph breaks 3 and then suddenly Terra's wrapped in this cocoon of earth metal, and she can't get out of it no matter how hard she tries. She could try to manipulate the Earth, but it's not going to break the metal. And Toph's making sure that she's keeping her Earth in check, because she's probably just as competent in that as she is. So I got to give it to Toph, because Toph has, I think, just overall more. And granted, training wise, Terra has more training. But if you want to talk about on the battlefield experience, like actually in war, Terra's definitely had some of that, but Toph has literally helped save an entire world, a world with her earthbending and all that. She helped bring down a whole bunch of blimps. She's, created metal. She has just had a lot more combat experience, and that's not even including if we decide to go with old Toph in this fight, who has had decades upon decades, maybe even a century worth of combat experience opposed to Terra. So, who can literally sense the entire world from one swamp. That's kind of ridiculous. But we're not going with that one. Plus, again, Terra can't manipulate metal to the best of my knowledge. So that gives Toph a very heavy advantage. Especially if she's able to bind Terra down with metal itself. And Terra can't bend out of the metal, or can't manipulate herself out of the metal. So that puts her at a very big disadvantage. Now, what is the percentage? Obviously, Toph wins. I go 70% Toph. I say that because I think there's a good scenario where maybe that Terra can compensate enough for the disadvantage against the metal, and then maybe just rupture enough of an earthquake. And remember, the vibrations in the ground is what helps Toph see. If you disrupt the vibrations or cause so many vibrations, you would pretty much blind and disorient and overload Toph to a degree, and that would be your advantage to take on Toph. And I think there is a scenario where she can capitalize on that in a way that would defeat Toph. But I think it's just more likely Toph is able to overcome those disadvantages that Terra presents to her and win the fight. About 70%, I'd say. But hey, if you think different, that's cool. Let me know. Put it in the comments below. Let's have a cool, fun conversation about it. Let's be cool about it. Let's not be dicks. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas who would win Star Wars, Super, and Magic, What If. Anything I do in the channel, put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to it at some point. Now, I am probably going to see Murder on the Orient Express this week. However, due to my car being in the shop, I might not see it on Thursday. I might see it on Saturday instead when my car is actually, fixed. We'll wait and see. But again, Death Battle predictions, assuming we get another new one, because again, we're reaching that point where the season would be over. Death Battle predictions tomorrow. What ifs and who would win? Well, what ifs, Magic, if I feel like doing a Magic video. But kind of lax on the Magic videos lately. Just not a lot that I want to talk about. Though, the From the Vault got revealed. So maybe I'll talk about the From the Vault. That's what I'll do. Plus, Dragon Ball Super on Saturday. Box Office on Sunday. And anything else I kind of feel interested in talking about. But hey. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know it's just usually me sitting in front of a camera. I've had some people just say, I had one woman, or I think it was one. Anyway, I had someone comment, like, just show the damn battles. Like, lady, have you watched my videos? Have you not heard me say that I work on basically no budget whatsoever? The budget is the battery life of my power and the money I spend on tickets for the movie theater. That is my budget on this little channel I have, and for the foreseeable future, that is the budget I will have. Again, I really do want to upgrade this at some point. It takes time because I am the working poor. So, what are you gonna know? But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you do, I'm glad you enjoyed. I'm glad you tune in to me as often as you do, folks. So thanks. Later.